Hello students. In the last video we gave you a brief introduction to what integers are. In this video we're going to look at just arranging integers in order from smallest to biggest. So let's start with this question here. We've got each of these hats has an integer on it, and what you have to do is put the hats on the people's heads from smallest to biggest. So you can't actually do that at home. So what you should be doing in your exercise book is actually writing down those 5 numbers from smallest to biggest. So stop the video and have a go, and then check your answer against mine. Okay, so having a look at these, if you think of these as debts in money, the person that's worst off is the one that has a debt of $2, which is -2. Then we have the person with a debt of $1. This poor fellow's got no money at all. She has $1 and she has $2. Let's do a quick check. There you go. I got them all correct. Let's try another one. Okay, so put these numbers in order from smallest to biggest. And then again, stop the video and then check your answers once you've finished. Okay, well, think of this as money and debts. The worst off is someone that has a debt of $6 because they owe money. So that's the smallest. Then a debt of $3. This guy still has no money. She has $2 to the good, and she has $5 in the bank. Let's check to see if we're correct. Okay, let's go on and practice that on the next page. Okay, what I'd like you to do here is to write in a less than sign or a greater than sign on each of these number sentences. So in Australia, kids like to think of this as being a crocodile mouth. So they say the crocodile mouth always points towards the bigger number because it likes to eat more rather than less. So this would be a small number is less than a big number, or for this one, a big number is greater than a small number. So I'll do the first one, and then you can do the next 5. So 3 is smaller than 5. Looking at the number line, 3 is to the left of 5. So I put a less than sign there. Okay, stop the video and just write down the remaining 5 number sentences correctly, please. Okay, the next one, 5 is bigger than -1 because 5 is to the right compared to -1, so that's greater than or bigger than. -3 is less than 0. You're worse off with a debt of $3 than having nothing whatsoever. Similarly, you're worse off having a debt of $4 compared to a debt of $1, so -4 is less than -1. -2 is smaller than 1. Again, you can look at the number line. -2 is to the left of 1. And finally, 3 is to the right of -5. You're better off having a debt of $3 than having a debt of $5. So -3 is greater than -5. Okay, once again, stop the video and just write down these 5 numbers in order, and similarly write down these numbers in order. Okay, let's see how you went. So the smallest number here, thinking of money, a debt of $8. Next, a debt of $4. Then a debt of $1. Then having a dollar to the good is a positive, and the best off is having $5. Now looking at these numbers here, is it worse? Are you worse off having a debt of $8 or a debt of $8.70? Well, hopefully it's fairly obvious that the worst is a debt of $8.70. Next worst is a debt of $8, then a debt of $5. Now out of these two, -3.2 is worse than -3. -1, excuse me, is the next one. Money to the good, 2.3 is, whoops, excuse me, 2.3 is smaller than 6. And there's your answers to that. And to finish off, here we have some number sequences, -13, -9, -5. Just continue the sequence and write the next two terms of each, please. So stop the video and come back and check your answers once you're finished. Okay, we need to figure out whether the numbers are getting bigger or smaller and by how much. So in this case, a debt of $13 to a debt of $9, you're actually $4 better off if you only have a debt of $9. So that's going to be a +4, and that's going to be a +4. So to continue the pattern, we need to keep adding 4 each time. So -5 plus 4, that means you now only have a debt of $1. And then if you add another $4, well, $1 takes you to 0. And then there's $3 still to add. So it takes you to +3. This is going down by 2. So 10 down to 6, sorry, down by 4, excuse me. 10 down to 6, 6 down to 2. So if you have 2 on a number line and you go down by 4, well, that means you're going to go to 0 and then back to -2. And then going down by another 4, you're going to go from -2 down to -6. This sequence, you're going down by 1 each time. So if you're at 0, you go down by 1, that's -1. Go down by 1 again, that's -2. In this sequence, well, let's see, debt of $2, debt of $7, debt of $12. Obviously, each time you go along, you're going down by 5. Each number is 5 smaller than the previous one. So that's going to take me to -17 and then -22. Okay, we'll stop the video there. And in the next video, we'll teach you how to add positive and negative numbers.